In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Symbols of Triads, a card game. So once you open the package, you can see 6 big cards. So these are the Trimurti and the Tridevi cards. Brahma represented in grey, Vishnu in light blue, Shiva in dark blue, Saraswati in yellow, Lakshmi in pink, Parvati in red. In each of the cards, there are 6 of the god symbolisms. So you can see that each of the big card have their own symbolisms, right? And then these are the set of small cards. Each of these small cards are symbol cards. For example, Mayura represented in yellow is a symbol of Saraswati, and hence the color coding, right? And then there are these cards which have 2 colors, red and blue, meaning Chakra is a symbol of Parvati as well as Vishnu. And then there is the Kamala card which has 3 colors, pink, blue and grey, Lakshmi, Vishnu and Brahma, right? So let me just take out all the small cards. So there are 3 blank cards that are provided as a substitute in case you lose a card. So you can separate them out, and then let's get started. So I'm going to shuffle the small set of cards and keep it ready. Similarly, I'm going to shuffle the big set of cards. So this game can be played, you need a minimum of 2 players and maximum of 6 players to play this game. So the idea or the objective of this game is to collect 5 symbols out of the 6 symbols of the deity that the player has chosen. Okay. So now all you have to do is spread out the big cards. Let's imagine there are 2 players, player 1 and player 2, right? So I'm playing on behalf of both player 1 and player 2. So you have to shuffle the big cards and arrange this in a random, and then each player has to pick up a big card. So the player 1 has picked up this card which belongs to Vishnu, and then similarly player 2 has picked up the grey card which is of Brahma. The other cards are to be kept aside. So now the objective of player 1 who has collected Vishnu's card is to collect 5 of his symbols, any 5. Similarly, objective of player 2 is to collect 5 of Brahma's symbols. So whoever collects first is the winner. Now the players need not show these cards because the probability of getting the card by the other player becomes low if they get to know whose symbols you're collecting. Of course, eventually one will get to know, but until then, it can be kept as a secret. So 5 cards each has to be distributed. So I am distributing on behalf of player 1. Now there is a open card, right? So let's see what player 1 has got. He's got Brahma Kamala, yellow color, Akshaya Patra, and then Mayura, Kamala and Gada. So Gada is Vishnu symbol, Kamala is Vishnu symbol. As you can see, there are blue colors, and then there are 3 colors which are not Vishnu symbolisms. So the player 1 has to collect 3 more symbols to win. So now let's see what player 2 has got. So player 2 has got all Shiva symbols, as you can see. Unfortunately, player 2 has not got a single card so far that belongs to Brahma symbols. Now it's turn of the player 2 because player 1 has put the cards first, and I think player 2 just got lucky because the opening card is Kamandalu. So he'll take this and throw the card which he doesn't need. So in this case it's a pink card which is Owl or Uluka, which is Lakshmi symbols. Player 1 has to collect Vishnu symbol, so he doesn't pick up this card and instead picks up the card from the pile. Now he or she gets the Kamala card. Because it's already there, it can't be duplicated. So this is a card that has to be thrown. It's an unwanted card now, but because let's say player 1 doesn't know what is player 2's card, and he knows that he doesn't definitely have Lakshmi because of the previous card. He'll throw the Akshaya Patra card. Again, it's player 2's chance. He doesn't need that card and picks up this card, which is Trishula. So anyway, he doesn't need, so he'll throw this. Trishula is not needed by Vishnu. So he picks up the card from the pile, gets Kalasha again, which he doesn't need. Now it's player 2's turn, picks up a card and he gets a Kamala, which he definitely needs because there is grey, and as you can see in this card, there is Kamala, right? And he throws the Gaja, which he doesn't need. Similarly, Vishnu doesn't need Gaja, so he picks up from the pile to get again Rudraksha, which player 1 doesn't need. Again, player 2 doesn't need Rudraksha, picks up the card, gets Damaru, which again he doesn't need, so Vishnu picks up from the pile. He picks up this card, which is Japamala, yellow and grey. He just keeps it because now unsure of what the other person is collecting, and throws a Padma Kamala card. Well, Padma is a symbol of Brahma, but since this player already has a Brahma, he cannot pick up the card. So instead he goes for the card from the pile, and he got Nandi, which Brahma doesn't need. Now let's see what the player with Vishnu has got. Simha, again of no use. Again, player 1, he gets a conch, so he'll just keep it and then throws the bull. Now this player got the conch. Now let's say he throws a peacock, whereas it's not Brahma's symbol, so he picks up from the pile to get another peacock. Again, this player doesn't need Om. As you can see, it's a special card. It's represented for it goes with all the deities. So it's a special card. It can be used as a substitute for any symbol. So the player 1 has got 4 cards and is just waiting for 1 card. And he throws the Brahma Kamala, which this player doesn't need. Now this player picked up from the pile to get Veda, which Brahma definitely, it's a symbol of Brahma. So he's going to throw the conch, which Vishnu doesn't need, though conch is Vishnu's symbolism because no 2 cards can be duplicate. So this player picks up from the pile to get Hamsa, and then he throws the Hamsa. Hamsa is the Vahana of Brahma. He collects it and he throws the card Veena, which he doesn't need. Now Vishnu doesn't need Veena, so picks up from the pile to get Dhanush, which again is not a symbol of Vishnu, and because it's not a symbol of Brahma, the player picks up from the pile to get the drum or the Damaru, again not a symbol of Brahma. Similarly, this player will not need the Damaru card as it's not a symbolism. Picks up from the pile to get Dhanush again. Now let's see this player's turn. Picks up the Chakra card and throws it. Now, because Chakra is the symbol of Vishnu, he picks up from the pile and declares himself as the winner because he has collected 5 symbols out of 6. So let's see what they are, right? Which is Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, and an Om card, which can be a substitute for Garuda or Adishesha. So thus the player 1 is the winner. This is how you play the symbols of Triads game. There are many other games that you can play using the small cards. Watch my other videos to know more about the other games that you can play using the small set of cards.